It's time for Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting, and it's sponsored by Vidalia Federal in Lyons and Vidalia, Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton. Now let's see what's happening in our community with host Tony Doc Wardlaw.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, Tony Doc Wardlaw. And what a beautiful morning it is. Y'all know how we do it here on Community Matters. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. All of the rain seems to be out of the forecast. And as God would have it, once again, on Wednesday, the sun is shining. Mm-hmm. And boy, I'm feeling pretty good this morning, Dave. Today is my last day in my 40s. Tomorrow will be a new day for me. And I'll be crossing over into the half a century mark. Yeah. So I'm going to make the most of today. I said I'm going to make the most of the last day of my 40s. And I'm blessed on today. We're blessed to have in the studio. I told you all on last week when we were ending the show that I had a special treat for us this week. And sure enough, true to form, we have a special guest in the studio. We have none other than our very own, Toombs County's very own, our community's very own. One of the lead singers for the Tiger Creek Band is in the house. And we're just happy to have Mr. Brian Love, singer, songwriter, husband, father, grandfather, let's see, carpenter, instructor. I mean, should I go on, Brian?
That's enough. Glad to be here.
We're happy to have you in the studio with us, man. We're excited about you guys. You know, a lot of times when you're from an area, you know, you don't get the support as a group that you would get as you travel out on the road.
Yeah.
And in fact, there's a scripture about that, you know, that says something like a prophet is not without honor except in his own home and his own hometown.
Yeah.
But at Community Matters, we don't, you know, we want to be a part of that few that really did, you know, believe and give and pay honor to those who are ours. So we're happy to have you in the studio with us, man.
Glad to be here.
So Tiger Creek Band. Been in existence for 11 years, give or take a year.
Yeah. There's a little bit of talk from some folks out of Baxley, the Lees. They say we're a year older than what we think we are.
Oh, okay. So,
but see, I'm done past that point you're hitting tomorrow, so I don't really talk.
So you don't talk
Age
about
Age doesn't really matter anymore.
So you've already hit the 50 mark and you're moving on.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited about it. Actually, God's been good to us, and it's just good to be alive, man.
Amen to that.
And it's good to be able to hear good music. You know, you guys have been in it now, like you said, for 11 years. You've been traveling the circuit, and you got a big buzz around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of music? Tell us about Tiger Creek Band. Where did you start? How did you start? And then give us your genre of music.
All right. Well, we started. I got a call from a friend from school, and he wanted me to help his son's band. Mm-hmm. They were forming a band, and I told him no several times because I just. That's all I've done my whole life was music. Mm-hmm. I settled into being on the worship team at church, so that was filling
your musical need.
And they kept on, so I finally said, okay, I'll be in the Battle of the Bands for the Vidalia Annual Festival. Okay. If we win, I'll play that. That's it. So we went to the Powell Theater, which we started rehearsing at a place. It was a guy's pole barn. He had turned into like a man cave, basically, a legit cool place. And so it was right off of Tiger Creek. and Daniel came up with the name.
Wow.
So that's how that started. And
that.
we did the Battle of the Bands at the rehearsal, or at sound check.
Mm-hmm.
We performed, and this lady come backstage and said, I really want you guys to come to Rock's Pond. I own that. And everybody immediately turned and looked at me. I said, okay, I'll do that one. That's it. And that's how it started. So,
Right.
but we were back then. We were more traditional country,
Uh-huh.
and we've been through some lineup changes for different reasons and stuff. And at this point, after all these years, we play different places. People request songs, so our set list of covers is pretty much just what people's requested.
Oh, wow.
So we cover anything from Johnny Cash to Motley Crue.
Oh, come
so
on, man.
It's what my brother says he loves my long game, and I didn't know what that means because Eric's always got something to say.
Yeah, he's always got something brewing.
He said, "Well, you sit quietly and you work and maneuver this thing to where you 10, 11 years later, you've got an 80s hair band."
Right.
We only do a few of those songs. I don't know what he's talking about, but anyway, but that's kind of what happened. Actually, we were a three-piece for a while.
Okay.
But just because of different ones
Right.
changing and stuff, and we had to. I mentioned this to you earlier. We had an opportunity to open for an artist, Gina Gailey, at Hard Rock in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Andy, who was in the band at the time, couldn't be there.
Okay.
And so we got Cade Roberts to fill in for him on guitar, and without the vocal, any harmony and stuff, because me and Andy shared out and that stuff. I asked Eric to go, so he learned songs on his keyboard, and we went up there. Matter of fact, the only keyboard he had at the time was one that you plug into your computer.
Oh, man.
So we went and we did that show, and things just kept happening, and so that's how we are now.
So you got sucked into the band, and then, like a big brother, you reached back and sucked your younger brother Eric into the band.
Yep.
And so Tiger Creek band consists of you, Brian Love, and your younger brother Eric Love.
Right.
And who else is a member? We've got Cade Roberts.
Cade Roberts, lead
As
guitar
well.
and backing vocals.
Okay. And then Daniel.
Daniel Fountain, drums and backing vocals.
Okay.
When we can get a mic in front of him.
When you can do
He's singing like crazy back there, but half the time he won't set up his mic.
All right. So does Eric play an instrument?
He does. He plays keys.
Okay. And then
now he actually has two keyboards.
he's
Not a computer.
graduated from
he has.
the little okay. And Brian, what do you play?
I play bass.
Oh man, you're the bass man.
Yeah.
All right, man. What a great. Okay, now Brian, you and Daniel, y'all are two of the original members.
Yep.
Okay. And so, do y'all like come up with the lineup? Or you like the lead person now?
Well, I never cared to be that guy. I like being the bass player, singing harmony. I jump around and do different things, but it's kind of, there were so many lineup changes till a steady face needed to be there. And that's what Cade said the other day. He told me that you're the face. I'm like, what? But actually, we kind of we have different things. I do the managing and booking part of it, which is not by choice. I wish there was somebody else doing that. I'd rather be just one of those guys that shows up and does his part, has his stuff together. But Cade actually does our set list.
That's good.
And being a guitar player, he has to change.
Yeah.
Tune differently.
That's right. So he knows how better to shift.
Things flow pretty good. And Daniel, he handles the money side of it. I don't have to deal with that.
We gotta have the money.
He's got the checkbook,
right?
And Eric's doing our set list. He's printing them.
So, see that, man.
We all kind of got a little bit of
well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So we got the name. How we got the name Tiger Creek. But you all, Brian, y'all were born and raised right here in our community, right up the road actually from the radio station, Normantown.
Yep, that's right.
The big city of Normantown, the the metropolis.
That's right. You can't just drive through it and miss it. You have to turn somewhere.
Yeah, you got it. Oh boy. So, what was it like, man? I mean, growing up in Normantown. I mean, anything you want to share with the listeners? I mean,
I liked it. I grew up riding dirt bikes and stuff like that on a dirt road.
Mm-hmm. So how does it feel coming from Normantown and traveling around singing? I mean, and then you get the crowds. I mean, come on, man. How does that feel?
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to me, though, because me and my brother grew up singing together. And we grew up singing in church. We traveled and sung to canned music.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a little different, whenever you're singing and you're ministering to somebody.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's similar, too, because you actually get an opportunity to brighten somebody's day.
See that, man.
Just singing a song that they love. When you start, like we do Journey, a Journey song, when Eric starts the piano,
yeah,
the crowd just
wow
pumps up because they know the song.
Yeah.
And then just a small town girl, everybody's singing.
Mm-hmm.
They can forget about what happened 2 hours ago at work or whatever. So
that's good.
It's kind of cool.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to one of the lead singer for the Tiger Creek Band right here from our own community. They've traveled all around. They have a huge name and a good following, and we're blessed to have them as a part of our community. We want to, as we prepare now to go to break, but before we do, we want to hear one of your songs, which is out now on Spotify. You want to tell us about this song?
Yeah, me and Daniel met with a buddy from Nashville, Nate Kenyon, and just had some ideas, and this was one of them. After sitting with my wife Brenda and talking for a little bit, I had wrote down a line, "Dreaming with my eyes open." So
wow.
this is what come up from that.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we want to hear from our very own, the Tiger Creek Band. This is Dreamin' right here on Y101. Here it is.
What you're doing to me, kind of thing that you see in movies. Ain't no way that I'm wide awake. If it was my imagination, some deep sleep hallucinating, it fade when the sun hit my face, but it ain't. Guess that I'm dreaming with my eyes open, falling while I'm standing still, honey, here in your arms. Girl, this doesn't feel real, all the years to hold me. I keep dreaming with my eyes open. Hope you don't get offended, think that I'm second guessing. Girls like you don't come along. With all that my heart has been through, is this too good to be true? Hey girl, just don't get me wrong. Oh, you know I can't lie. Feels like I'm dreaming with my eyes open, falling while I'm standing still, honey, here in your arms. I'm floating. Now girl, this doesn't feel real, all the years to hold me. I keep dreaming with my eyes open. Hope I keep dreaming forever. your arms. I'm floating. No, girl, this doesn't feel real. All the hell is to hold me. I keep dreaming with my eyes open.
Smarter, not harder. Here at Vidalia Federal, we are all about that phrase as we strive to make your life easier. No more drowning in paperwork or being interrogated over the idea of buying a house. Getting a home loan should be an enjoyable, simple process, not a daunting task. This is Julia McKenzie with Vidalia Federal Savings Bank, and I am here to make the mortgage process easy and simple. Come see me at the Vidalia branch on Jackson Street to talk about your next home purchase or refinance. I look forward to serving you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas. This is Anthony J. with Todd Paget Housing Center. And no, I'm not Santa, but we sure are slaying the competition over here in Claxton, Georgia. We build our manufactured homes more energy efficient, better built, and have the best setup than anyone else. Whether you've been naughty or nice, come by and we'll be glad to show you the Todd Paget Housing Center difference. Jiggle us at 912-732-1466 or stop your sleigh at 5260 Highway 280 West in Claxton, Georgia. Todd Paget Housing Center. All of your housing solutions under one roof.
Dorothy Davis with Southeastern Business Solutions here, specializing in website services, graphics management, and video editing. We have partnered with TCB Broadcasting to bring your sponsorship ads to life with their live on-air programs, which are recorded and archived along with your sponsorship ads as they were aired at the time of production. These programs are viewable by anyone at any time from anywhere on major social outlets like YouTube or Facebook, to include tcbbroadcasting.com's website. That's a lot more viewing potential, more than you would get than with a still banner that's only viewable by website visitors. With this kind of viewing potential, you want to make sure your ad says a lot more than a simple animated logo can say. These services are only available on tcbbroadcasting.com and the spots are limited. So reach out to your TCB Broadcasting account executive and get yours locked in as soon as possible. You can bring your own video with you, or you can email Dorothy at southeasternbusinesssolutions.com, and you and we can put our creative minds together to come up with the perfect ad that says the perfect message and gets you the perfect attention.
Welcome back to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, The Doc, and yes, I am dreaming with my eyes wide open. Wonderful, man. Wow. Good stuff, bro. And y'all recorded that right here at the Sweet Onion Festival in 2021.
Right, that's recorded live. I just asked the guy could they record it, gave him a jump drive, and that's what came out. So.
And you took it. You haven't. I mean, other than the live mix, you haven't done any other studio EQing or anything. You were able to go straight to Spotify with it.
Yeah.
Wow. And you can hear. I mean, you can literally hear the originality and the I guess it sounded like a live performance.
Yeah, it was really cool. I didn't know what to expect when we got the recording back. Mm-hmm. We were just kind of wanting to critique ourselves on things, but as it turned out, that was the only original song we were doing at the time, and it was a really good mix, and we nailed it.
Yeah,
with the guitar and the organ and all that. You
don't have any of the studio effects, so that was just raw vocal and raw talent on great music display, as well as vocal display. So It's not like y'all are nilly vanilly or anything.
Yeah, but they were good performers.
Yeah, right. Well, listen, man. Like I said, it's just a joy, and the fact that you all are local and that you would come in and do an interview with us. I mean, it just says a lot about your humility, that you haven't forgotten about where you come from. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, we appreciate any opportunity that anybody takes to share what we do.
Mhm.
We love it. We have a great time together.
Yeah.
So, and you can't forget where you came from.
There you go. There you go. Well, the Tiger Creek Band, y'all, you do every now and then do some local performances.
Yeah.
In fact, last Friday, you all were at the Red Stag,
Yeah.
and you brought the house down.
Yeah. It was a good show.
I just said you were humble. Now
Yeah.
you're going to say, yeah, I
Yeah.
did bring the house down.
Well, actually, me and Daniel, being both growing up in construction, we were checking out the roof.
Oh, is that
the
what?
design. So that was the first place my mind went when you said bring the roof down.
That is so funny. Well, you got something coming up this Saturday
We do.
in
At
a
the
couple
county
of days
seat.
at
That's
the
right.
county seat.
We're excited to be there.
Yeah, man. And yeah, you can go ahead and bring the roof down there too.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be at the county seat, the new restaurant here in town. And you guys excited about it?
We are excited. Looking
Okay.
forward to it. And actually looking forward to hearing some of the open mic night
Oh yeah,
contestants too.
yeah. Well, y'all got a special lineup or anything for our listeners?
Well, we're definitely going to do our 3 originals, and
Okay.
then we may leave out some songs like "Girls, Girls, Girls" that we.
You might leave that out.
I might leave that out. But
Don't know if Dorothy cares anything about it, but I
Yeah.
probably would like to hear it.
yeah, it's a fun one to do. I tell you, I don't even remember how that one came about.
Yeah.
But we did a segment where we did some Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison, and called it the arena tour, whatever they call it, their tour.
mhm.
But
Good
yeah, it was
stuff, man. So you guys are going to kick off. Do you know about what time?
It's supposed to be 8:30, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys will, but is that about what time y'all will take the stage, or do you know?
Yeah, that's from what I understand. I talked to Luther about it.
Okay.
And he has us down for 8:30 to 9:15. So,
Look at there, man. All right, so there you go. You heard it. You want to hear them? You can come and see the one and the only Tiger Creek Band at the county seat this coming Saturday night, which is April 1st.
and get some good food while you're at it.
Get some good food while you're at it.
April Fool's, right?
Yeah, we're not fooling you. Even though it's on April Fool's Day, we're not fooling you. It's going to
Yeah.
be good fun and food, and man, this is good stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger Creek Band. We're speaking with the lead singer, Mr. Brian Love. If someone wanted to book you all for an event, how would they go about doing that?
Well, you can go to our website, tigercreekband.com, and
Mhm.
it has information on there. Or you can email us at booktigercreek@gmail.com
Okay.
or call the number
Mm-hmm.
912-326-0263.
All right. You heard it. You
I'll
heard
get
it. And if you want to hear them, come on out Saturday night and sit back and enjoy some good wings. And if you got a taste for breakfast, you can eat breakfast while you listen. Whatever your pleasure is, burgers.
Yeah, breakfast is good anytime.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And so come on out and you'll hear Tiger Creek. Until then, if you want to see what the lead singer looks like, if you want to see this handsome, debonair, long-haired man, all you got to do is go to our website, tcbbroadcasting.com, tcbbroadcasting.com, and you can take a look at this interview as Brian makes faces at you. We want to thank Miss Dorothy Davis for her work on the website. And always we thank our main man, Mr. Dave Allen, for everything that he does. This has been a great show, Brian, man. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I can I can feel the smoothness in your voice. Yeah. That was
This
you
sounds
lead.
really good here, like
Right.
in the headphones.
That was you leading the song on Dreaming too, right?
Yeah,
Wow, look at you, man.
yeah.
Okay. I heard at one point a little raspiness had a little bit of Chris Stapleton going in there.
Yeah, oh, that'd be nice. If I could. I don't know.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't tell, I feel pretty good. Again, tomorrow's the old kid's birthday. Y'all pray for the doc, and come back again next week. Same place, same time, and we'll be here with another great show for you. I'm your host, the Doc. This has been Community Matters. Be safe, everybody. Pray for those up and around Nashville and other places where all of these mass shootings are. And let's do all we can to keep our community blessed and everybody be blessed. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Have a good day.
You've been listening to Community Matters with host Tony Doc Wardlaw, sponsored by Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton and by Vidalia Federal in Lyons and Vidalia. Tune in again next week to see what is happening in our community on Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting.